The Sergeant at Arms is directed to make a proclamation.
All persons are commanded to keep silent under pain of penalty while the impeachment court is in session for the trial of Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte.
Let's pause for a minute of silent prayer. Amen. The clerk of court will now call the roll.
Roll call of members. The Honorable Senator Judge Aquino. Senator Judge Cayetano Alan. Senator Judge Cayetano Pia. Senator Judge De La Rosa. Senator Judge Ejercito. Senator Judge Estrada. Senator Judge Go. Senator Judge Ontiveros. Senator Judge Lacson. Senator Judge Lapid. Senator Judge Legarda. Senator Judge Marcoleta. Senator Judge Marcos. Senator Judge Padilla. Senator Judge Pangilinan. Senator Judge Soto III. Senator Judge Tulfo Erwin. Senator Judge Tulfo Rafi. Senator Judge Villanueva. Senator Judge Villar Camille. Senator Judge Villar Mark. Senator Judge Zubiri. The presiding officer, Senator Judge Escudero. Senate President Gatchalian.
With 14 senator judges present, the chair declares the presence of a quorum. In accordance with the rules of procedure on impeachment trials, the chair now recognizes the duly elected presiding officer to preside over the proceedings of the impeachment court.
Thank you, Mr. Senate President. Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. If there are no objections, the chair shall dispense with the reading of the Journal of the Senate sitting as an impeachment court dated July 22, 2026, and shall consider the same as approved. The clerk of court will please call the case before the impeachment court.
Case number 004-2026 in the matter of impeachment trial of Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte.
Appearances?
Good morning, Your Honors. Respectfully appearing for the prosecution, we are ready, Your Honor, for the presentation of our initial witnesses for Article 1, that is confidential fund misuse, misappropriation, and irregular liquidation.
Good morning. Appearances for the respondent?
Good morning, Your Honor. Same appearances for the respondent accused.
Good morning as well. Will the lead prosecutor kindly call their first witness for this morning?
Your Honor, may I request that the head prosecutor of Article 1, confidential fund, the Honorable Joel Chua, be recognized, Your Honor.
The Honorable Chua, member of the panel of prosecutors, is recognized to call their first witness to the stand.
Good morning, Your Honor. Your Honor, same appearance for the prosecution. Your Honor, may we be given a 5-minute opening statement? May we request Representative Laila De Lima to be recognized by the Chair, Your Honor?
The Chair would like to remind the Honorable De Lima, if indeed she will make an opening statement, to kindly avoid conclusions of both fact and law, as we have previously agreed upon and raised by the defense in previous hearings, and as pointed out by several senator judges. With that conditionality, the Honorable De Lima may proceed with her opening statement.
Your Honor, may we comment on that matter?
Yes, what is the pleasure of Attorney Paul?
Your Honor, I'd like to apologize for having to comment on this matter, but as far as I recall, the presiding officer already made a ruling before against opening statements, Your Honors.
Again, I will be very conscious, Honorable De Lima, with respect to statements of fact and law that are not coming out from the mouth of any witnesses you will be presenting. So kindly be precise and short with respect to your opening statements. You may proceed, ma'am, subject to those reminders.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. This is about 5 minutes or a little more than 5 minutes. Mr. Senate President, Mr. Presiding Officer, Honorable Senator Judges, mga kababayan, magandang umaga po. Sa ating pagbabudget para sa pamilya, dahil hindi naman unli ang pera, masinop ang ating paggasta. sa talagang kailangan at kapakipakinabang natin nilalaan. Ganyan din dapat sa pondo ng bayan. Sa yugtong ito ng paglilitis, pag-uusapan natin ang confidential funds. Ito ang budget para sa mga sensitibo at surveillance-related activities upang suportahan ang mandato ng mga civilian agencies. That a budget is intended for confidential operations does not mean that the conduct of the officials involved in the handling of people's money is exempted from the demands of transparency, scrutiny, and accountability. Public office is a public trust. Yan ang sabi ng konstitusyon. Sakop nito ang lahat na nasa gobyerno. At ang utos na yan ay hindi pwedeng balewalain dahil confidential lang o confidential ang pondo. Ang confidentiality ay para protektahan ang lehitimong operasyon at informant. Hindi ito pahintulot para mag-imbento ng pangalan at dokumento. Hindi ito palusot para ibulsa ang pera. Kung confidential ang pondo, lalo pa ngang mataas ang pananagutang kaakibat nito. The Constitution entrusts this court with the solemn duty to determine whether the respondent vice president committed culpable violation of the Constitution, graft and corruption, and betrayal of public trust. The evidence will show that she did. This case, Article 1, is about 612.5 million in confidential funds entrusted to VP Sara Duterte through the Office of the President and the Department of Education. This is not about one missing receipt. This is not about a clerical error or accounting mistake. The evidence will reveal a pattern, a systemic course of conduct that, taken as a whole, demonstrates graft and corruption
Your Honors,
and betrayal of public trust.
With the permission of the Honorable De Lima, yes, Counsel for
Your Honors,
Respondent.
again, Your Honors, I think we have to object to the statements being made by the Honorable De Lima, with all due respect, of course. Your Honors, they can do that through the offer of their evidence, Your Honor.
Chair will instruct the
this is
Honorable De Lima
another-
to kindly limit her statements. I was listening intently in the beginning. It was okay, Honorable De Lima, but later on, you did make conclusions of law already, which the chair orders to be stricken from the record. You may wind up, Honorable De Lima, but kindly avoid conclusions of fact and law.
Your Honors, please, if I may just be given just
Yes,
a few seconds. Your Honors, ang naging problema natin nung huling pagkakataon na pinayagan natin yung ganitong statement at sinasabi na nga ng presiding officer is kahit naman i-strike off the record natin, narinig na po at nasabi na. So to allow, Your Honors, again, a continuation of such is really goes into the matter of fair play, Your Honor.
Honorable De
Again,
Lima,
with all due
kindly
respect,
wind
Your
up.
Honor.
Again, you were forewarned beforehand to kindly limit your statements. Hence, you are faced again with a similar situation. Kindly wind up, Honorable De Lima, and call your witness.
Ang dami pong malalampasan sa aking opening statement because
Yes,
this is
but,
supposed to be an
again,
overview
it is the
of the
court's
case,
position,
the overview of the evidence.
To let the witnesses speak, not the counsels, insofar as the evidence is concerned or conclusions of both fact and law. Kindly wind up, Honorable De Lima.
I submit to Your Honor, and so I will wind up. Kapag ang isang impeachable officer, tulad ng pangalawang Pangulo, ay nabuso ang kapangyarihan sa paraang sumisira sa accountability,
Same
o
objection, Your
sumusuway
Honor.
sa pananagutan, dapat pa ba siyang pagkatiwalaan? Dapat pa ba siyang manatili sa pwesto? When the Filipino people entrusted their money to Vice President Sara Duterte, was that trust honored? That question will not be answered by politics, by general denials, by press releases. It will be answered by the witnesses, by the documents, by audit, and by the evidence, and the prosecution is ready to present it. Sa kabuuan ng ebidensya, makitang hindi lang mga simpleng irregularidad ang nangyari.
Objection, Your Honor.
Malinaw
Again,
ito.
objection, Your Honor.
Honorable De Lima, I would have to
Ang
stop
systematikong
you.
paraan. This is out of
I would have
line.
to stop you at this point. The continuing objection of the respondent is duly noted. I would have to stop you at this point.
And I have to
my
stop
due
now.
apologies, but kindly call your witness already.
Thank you, Your Honors. I submit. Thank you very much.
Kindly call your witness, Representative Chua.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, we are going to present our first witness in the person of Miss Violeta Constantino.
The clerk of court, through the sergeant at arms, is instructed to situate Ms. Violeta Constantino to the witness stand. Kindly remain standing, ma'am. Clerk of court is directed to administer the oath to the witness.
Please raise your right hand, ma'am. You, Violeta Constantino, do swear that the evidence you shall give in the case now pending between the Philippines and Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God.
Kindly be seated, ma'am.
May I proceed, Your Honor?
You may proceed, counsel,
Thank you,
when
Your
you're
Honor.
ready.
Your Honor, we are offering the testimony of Miss Violeta Constantino to prove the following. Una, na si Miss Constantino ay isang retiradong department manager ng Land Bank of the Philippines, Show Boulevard Branch from May 2017 to January 2024. Pangalawa, na ang Land Bank of the Philippines, Show Boulevard Branch, ang nagproseso ng encashment ng 4 na cheque payable sa isang Gina F. Acosta sa halagang 125 million each sa mga sumusunod na cheque. Una, Land Bank Check Number 0000244027 na may petsang December 20, 2022. Ikalawa, Land Bank Check Number 00244053 na may petsang January 31, 2023. Ikatlo, Land Bank Check Number 0000245511 na may petsang April 18, 2023. At ikaapat, Land Bank Check Number 0000245664 na may petsang July 13, 2023. Katlo, na ang mga nasabing tseke ay lahat pinondohan ng Philippine Treasury at nilipat sa account ng Office of the Vice President. Kaapat, na ang 4 na nasabing tseke ay personal na inengcash ng isang Miss Gina F. Acosta bilang SDO o Special Disbursing Officer ng Office of the Vice President noong December 20, 2022, February 6, 2023, April 25, 2023, at July 14, 2023. Ikalima, bilang Department Manager ng Land Bank, Show Boulevard Branch, si Miss Constantino ay personal na nakasaksi at nag-oversee ng pag-encash at pagtanggap ng pera mula sa tseke ni Miss Acosta. At ipanghuli, kaanim, iba pang mga bagay-bagay na may kinalaman dito sa impeachment case in relation to Article 1 on confidential funds and in relation to the aforementioned purposes, Your Honor.
The Honorable Chua,
For
what is
comment,
the-
Your Honor.
Before the comment, what is the third purpose for the offer again?
Your Honor, that all were funded by the Philippine Treasury and drawn against the account of the Office of the Vice President.
Thank you. Comment from the Council for Respondents?
Subject to cross, Your Honor.
May we proceed now, Your Honor?
You may proceed when you're ready.
Okay. The witness. Handa na po ba kayo? Na-swear na ba? Na-swear na? Okay. Madam Witness, para lang tayo nag-uusap, kaya relax lang po kayo. Bilang preliminary matters, Madam Witness, pwede po ba kami po ay interesado? Ano po ang inyong pangalan at iba pang mga personal na detalye?
Ako po si Violeta Constantino, a retired employee of the Land Bank of the Philippines.
Okay. Sabi po ninyo, kayo ay retired employee ng Land Bank of the Philippines. Madam Witness, gaano po kayo katagal na nagtrabaho sa Land Bank of the Philippines bilang isang empleyado?
Nagtrabaho po ako sa Land Bank for 32 years na po.
Okay. So, bago po ang inyong retirement, ano po ang inyong naging posisyon sa Land Bank kung meron man?
Ako po ang department manager po sa Land Bank Show Boulevard branch.
Okay. Sabi ninyo, kayo ay isang department manager ng Land Bank Show Boulevard. Madam Witness, ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng department manager?
Ang department manager po ay kagaya rin po ito ng isang branch manager ng isang bangko po.
Okay. So parang branch manager din po. Ngayon, bilang department manager, Madam Witness, ang tanong ko po sa inyo, ano po ba ang inyong functions and responsibilities?
Ang main function ko po as a branch manager, ako po ang nag-oversee sa lahat ng transactions po ng branch, particularly po sa opening ng accounts, deposits, encashments, withdrawals. Kasama na rin po dito yung pagmamarketing po and other administrative functions.
Okay. Now, kanina, Madam Witness, sabi mo, kayo ay department manager sa Show Boulevard branch. Now, ang tanong ko po, kailan po kayo nagsimula maging department manager ng Show Boulevard branch? Kailan hanggang kailan po? Kung maalala po ninyo.
Nag-start po ako sa Land Bank Show Boulevard branch noong May 2017 until po nung mag-retire ako ng January 2024.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, nandirito po ngayon kayo sa impeachment court. Ang tanong ko po sa inyo, bakit po kayo nandirito ngayong araw na to dito sa impeachment court kung alam po ninyo?
Nandito po ako sa araw na ito dahil po naka-receive po ako ng subpoena from the Honorable Impeachment Court to testify po yung knowledge ko regarding po doon sa impeachment trial po ngayon ni BP Sara Duterte.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, ano naman po ang kinalaman ninyo sa impeachment trial ni BP Sara Duterte kung meron man po?
Tungkol po ito sa 4 na cheque po ng OVP na in-encash po sa Land Bank Show Boulevard nung ako po ay branch manager.
Okay. Ngayon, binanggit po ninyong 4 na cheque. Ano po itong 4 na cheque ang binabanggit po ninyo?
Yung 4 na cheque po ito ay nakapangalan po kay Miss Gina F. Acosta na may amount pong 125 million each.
Okay. Madam Witness, bakit naman po kayo pamilyar dito po sa 4 na cheque na binabanggit po ninyo?
Familiar po ako dito kasi ako po yung nag-oversee ng encashment na to nung ako po ay branch manager po ng Show Boulevard branch.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, kung ipakikita po sa inyo itong 4 na cheque na in-encash po ninyo sa Show Boulevard branch, pag ipakikita po ito sa inyo, itong kopyang ito, ma-identify po ba ninyo ito?
Opo.
Okay. Madam Witness,
Your Honor.
Yes, Counsel for Respondent,
Just
Attorney Paul.
to, if
What is your
counsel
pleasure?
is okay with, just to expedite the proceedings, Your Honor, we are willing to stipulate that the witness has the ability to identify these checks.
okay.
Has the ability to identify the checks.
And we are also not questioning the authenticity of such checks, Your Honor.
For the reference of the senator judges, you're referring, Attorney Poa, to the 4 checks which are common exhibits of both parties.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Can we, just to confirm, Clerk of Court is directed to kindly show on the screen the checks being stipulated to and admitted by the respondent. It should be exhibit P128 to P128A1 for the prosecution and exhibit D1130 and D1130 OVP1. Is that it?
That is correct, Your Honor.
So this is one of the checks.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kindly also show the other exhibits that the respondent is stipulating to so that the senator judges can catch up. Given that the respondent is stipulated to the aforementioned checks for 125 million each, dated December 20, 2022, January 31, 2023, April 18, 2023, and July 13, 2023, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Will you also stipulate, Counsel for Respondent, that these checks were encashed as well?
Yes, Your Honor. And that these checks were from the Treasury of the Philippines, and the payee was Gina Acosta, Your Honor.
So that these checks are authentic, that these checks were encashed by Gina Acosta, that these checks cover the face value of 125 million each, encashed on the dates mentioned by the respondent, and that it was encashed by Gina Acosta
As SDO, Your Honor.
as
Yes.
SDO. Given that the counsel for respondent has stipulated and so admitted these facts, counsel from the panel of prosecutors, kindly proceed with the other items given the stipulation by the counsel for respondent. There's no need for
Thank
this
you, Your
witness to
Honor.
testify in these matters anymore. Thank you, counsel
Okay,
for
thank you, Your
respondent.
Honor. Your Honor, Madam Witness, dahil po yung harap ng cheque ay inadmit na po ng ating defense, pupunta po tayo dun sa baba. Meron po akong nakikita dito sa screen na image na nakalagay po sa baba at ito po ay asan din naman natin? Ito po ay nakamarka bilang exhibit P-Roman numeral 1-28-A-1. Madam Witness, ano po itong imahe na nakikita po natin sa baba? Kung alam po ninyo.
Sir, pwede po ba akong makahingi ng copy?
Great.
Medyo
Your
malayo.
Honor, may we request...
Assisting counsel
may-
is authorized to approach the witness as well as assisting counsel from the respondent.
Okay, Your Honor,
Thank you.
my assisting counsel, Attorney Cristina Pasicolan, will approach the witness, Your Honor.
The clerk is instructed to kindly magnify the submarking being alluded to by the counsel from the panel of prosecutors.
Yung nasa baba po, na may marka po na binanggit ko pong exhibit.
Pakiulit po, please.
Dito po sa cheque, dito po sa screen natin, meron pong imahe. At meron po ditong nakamarkang Exhibit P-1, Roman numeral 1, 28-A-1. Ano po itong imahe na to, kung alam po ninyo?
Yung po bang certified true copy po?
Huwag po kayong tumingin dito sa screen. Diyan po sa, yung imahe po, yan po.
Doon po sa isang malaking box.
Yung malaki. Ano po yan?
Ito po yung mga pirma po ng mga empleyado ko po noong time na na-encash po yung check.
Okay, nasaan po yan? Saang bahagi po ng cheque yan?
Doon po sa 3 boxes. So, yung,
Madam Witness, pwede pong pakilapit po yung inyong... pakilapit po sa mic, yung para marinig po tayo. Yan.
Okay.
Yan pong imahe dyan po, sa baba po ng, di ba, yung taas po, yan po yung harap ng cheque. Ano po yung imahe na nasa baba? Ano po yan?
bali po, ito po yung signature verified by po ang nakalagay. Pirma po ito ng aming verifier.
Okay, saan po nakalagay yan? Sa may?
Sa upper ano po.
Sa
Yung
dorsal?
pong-
Sa
sa
dorsal
likod po
side
ng
ng
cheque.
cheque. Okay.
Opo.
Now,
Yung una
Madam
pong
Witness,
box.
dito po sa box na to, mayroon ditong 3 maliliit na box. Pwede po bang mai-request yung box na to na medyo palakihan at i-zoom po? I-zoom po, papalapit. Yan. Pwede po bang pataas? Pataas, paharap. Pa-rotate po, paki-rotate po, paki-rotate. Medyo mahirap pong tignan. Pwede po bang paki-rotate sa tech? Hindi pwede? Ay, hindi pwede. Okay. Madam Witness, hindi daw po pwede. Now, Madam Witness, dito po, ayun. Okay. Now, Madam Witness, dito po sa box na malaking to, meron po ditong 3 box na napansin ko. Doon po sa bandang kaliwa, na unang box, may nakalagay po dito, signature verified by. At sa baba po nito, meron pong mukhang pirma. Now, Madam Witness, ang tanong ko po sa inyo, kaninong pirma po to kung alam po ninyo?
Ang pirma pong ito ay kay verifier po ng branch.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, pag pumirma ang verifier dito sa box na to, sa signature verified by, ano po ang ibig sabihin nito?
Ang ibig sabihin po ng signature ng verifier ay na-verify niya po yung identity ng payee base po sa kanyang IDs na presinta. At the same time po, na-check niya rin po sa system na ito po ay may advice na galing po sa Office of the Vice President na pwede na pong i-release.
Okay. Now, pupunta po tayo sa susunod na box na may nakalagay po ditong posted by. At meron din po ditong mukhang pirma. Now, Madam Witness, ang tanong ko po sa inyo, kaninong pirma po itong nakalagay sa posted by? Kung alam po ninyo.
Ang nakapirma po sa posted by ay kay Teller po.
Okay. So, Madam Witness, pag pumirma ang isang teller dito sa box na to kung saan nakalagay ay posted by, ano po ang ibig sabihin ng kanyang pirma? Kung maalala po ninyo.
Ang pirma po ni Teller, ang ibig sabihin po nito ay na-encode na po niya sa system ang lahat po ng detalyado ng cheque.
Okay. Now, pupunta na po tayo sa ikatlong box na may nakalagay pong approve by at meron din po ditong mukhang pirma. Now, Madam Witness, kanino naman pong pirma ito? Kung kilala po ninyo.
Pirma po ito ng aming approver.
Okay. Pag pumirma po ang approver dito po sa box na to, ano po ang ibig sabihin ng kanyang pirma?
Ang ibig sabihin po ng pirma ng approver ay nakita niya po na ang pagproseso ng pag-verify po sa cheque ay dumaan po sa tamang proseso at ito po ay pwede na pong i-encash.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, bakit po kayo pamilyar dito sa 3 pirma na binanggit po ninyo?
Sila po yung aking mga staff nung ako po ay nasa Luan Bank Show Boulevard pa po. Ako po yung branch manager.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, ang susunod ko pong tanong sa inyo, kailan po na-encash itong checking ito? Kung maalala po ninyo.
As shown po dito sa dokumento na to, ito po ay na-encash ng 20 December 2022.
Okay. Now, sabi po ninyo, as shown dito sa record. Ano po bang record ang binabanggit ninyo, Madam Witness?
Ito po yung validation ng teller na naka-appear po doon sa ilalim.
Now, Madam Witness, pwede po bang pakituro po sa amin, nasaan po dito sa parting to ng dorsal side
Ito
ng
po.
cheque, yung binabanggit po ninyo?
Nasa ibaba po, lower right portion.
Lower right portion.
Opo,
Pwede po bang paki-zoom para po mas malinaw at para po sa mas makita po natin ng maigi? Yan. Yan. Saan po dito? Ano pong nakalagay?
20 December, DEC 2022.
Yan. Okay. Now, Madam Witness, kailan nilagay ang markang ito kung alam po ninyo?
On time po ng encashment.
Okay. Now, pupunta na po tayo sa pangalawang dokumento, Madam Witness. Ito po ay yung check number 0000244053 na may petsang January 31, 2023 at payable sa again, Miss Gina F. Acosta for 125 million pesos. Now, Madam Witness, ano po ang relasyon ng checking ito sa mga checking binabanggit po ninyo kanina? Kung meron man po.
Yan pong cheque na yan ay isa po sa mga apat na cheque po na na-encash po ni Miss Gina F. Acosta nung ako po ang branch manager.
Okay. Madam Witness, hindi ko na po itatanong sa inyo yung taas dahil yung po ay inadmit na at instipulate na po natin. Pupunta po tayo doon sa lower portion kung saan may nakalagay na Exhibit P-Roman numeral 1-28-B-1. Now, Madam Witness, ano po itong imahe na minarkahan ng nasabing exhibit? Kung alam po ninyo.
Ito po yung likod ng cheque po.
Okay. Now, bakit po pa kayo pamilyar dito po sa checking ito, Madam Witness?
Ito po yung in-encash nga po nung ni Miss Gina Acosta nung time ko pong manager sa Land Bank Show.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, pupunta tayo dun sa malaking box. Pwede po bang paki-zoom in ulit yung malaking box? Pwede po paki-ipatatayo po. Yan. Now, Madam Witness, kagaya po ng naunang cheque, ito po ay may 3 boxes doon at nakapaloob po sa malaking box. Doon sa kaliwa, may nakalagay po dito, signature verified by, at meron din pong mukhang pirma. Now, Madam Witness, kaninong pirma po to? Kung maalala po ninyo at kung kilala po ninyo.
Gaya po na sabi ko kanina, ang nakapirma po sa signature verified by ang verifier po ng branch.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, doon naman po sa gitna, meron din po ditong pirma na posted by. Kaninong pirma po to? Kung maalala po ninyo at kung kilala po ninyo.
Sa posted by po, si teller po.
Doon naman po sa parting nakalagay approved by. Kanino naman pong pirma ito kung alam po at kung kilala po ninyo?
Pirma po yung approver, akin po yung initial signature.
Pirma po ninyo. Okay. Now, Madam Witness, bakit po kayo pamilyar dun sa unang 2 pirma na binabanggit po ninyo?
Mga staff ko po siya nung ako po ay branch manager po ng Show Boulevard branch at nawi-witness ko rin po yung mga pirma nila sa iba pang mga bank documents.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, ito pong pangalawang cheque na nakikita po natin, kailan po ito in-encash kung maalala po ninyo?
As shown po dito sa dokumento, ito po ay na-encash noong 06 Feb 2023 po.
06 Feb 2023. Now, Madam Witness, nasaang parte dito po sa ligot yung inyong pinagbabasihan?
Nasa lower right po portion.
Lower right portion. Pwede po ba pakituro po ninyo specific? Saan po dyan na nakalagay?
Yun po, 06 Feb 2023.
06 Feb 2023. Okay. Now, Madam Witness, kailan po inilagay ang markang to kung alam po ninyo?
Nung araw po ng encashment po niya.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, pupunta na po tayo sa ikatlong cheque.
With the permission of the Honorable Chua, Attorney Poa, is this part of what you stipulated or no? The verifier's signature, the teller's signature, the approver's signature, as well as the date of encashment.
To be candid, Your Honor, it wasn't part, but right now we are willing to stipulate the same. Your Honor.
So, if you're willing to stipulate, let the presiding officer state it for the record that the signature underneath the on the dorsal side of the check with number 000024, kindly show it to the screen, 245511 in the amount of 125 million pesos with the payee as Gina F. Acosta, dated April 18, 2023, that the signatures of the verifier, the teller, and the approver are all authentic and genuine, and that these were made in the course of their ordinary performance of duties. And the date of encashment is April 25, 2023, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And insofar as Land Bank check number 000024, kindly show it to the screen, 5664, payable to Gina F. Acosta in the amount of 125 million, dated July 13, 2023. The signature of the verifier, teller, and approver on the dorsal side are also all authentic and were signed in the course of the performance of their ordinary duties, and that the date of encashment is July 14, 2023, correct?
We stipulate, Your Honor.
So stipulated, counsel from the panel of prosecutors, the Honorable Chua. Given the stipulation, these are now deemed admissions for the information of the senator judges, and no proof or testimony is necessary to be presented by the panel of prosecutors. You may proceed, Honorable Chua.
Okay, with that, Your Honor, we would like to manifest that and state for the record, Your Honor, that the dorsal portion of the said checks were marked, Your Honor, as our Exhibit P, dash Roman numeral 1, dash 28, dash A, dash 1 for the first check, Your Honor, and for the second check, Your Honor, Exhibit P, dash Roman numeral 1, dash 28, dash B, dash 1, and for the third check, Your Honor, Exhibit P, dash Roman numeral 1, dash 28, dash C, dash 1, and for the fourth check, Your Honor, is Exhibit P, dash Roman numeral 1, dash 28D, dash 1, Your Honor. For the record, Your Honor. Now,
Duly noted and entered into the records. You may
Now-
proceed when you're ready.
thank you, Your Honor. Now, Madam Witness, dito po sa checking ito, may nakatatak po dito na certified true copy of the digital copy on file. Now, Madam Witness, pwede po ba malaman namin nasaan po ang original ng checking ito kung alam po ninyo?
Ang original copy po ng mga check-in nito ay na-shred na po siya.
Okay. Bakit po siya sinred kung alam po ninyo?
As per bank policy po, lahat po ng mga negotiated checks ay may retention period lang po ng 1 year. Kaya ito po ay sineshed na.
Okay. So sinasabi po ninyo na ang mga cheque ay sinisred. Now, Madam Witness, pag sinabi ninyong shred, ano po ang ibig sabihin ninyo ng salitang o katagang shred?
Ang meaning po ng shred, ito po ay dumadaan po siya sa machine shredder So, napipira-piraso na po siya ng maliliit.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, sabi ninyo yung physical copy ng mga checking ito ay na-shred na. Ngayon, ano ang relasyon netong digital copies na ito sa mga cheque na galing sa land bank na binabanggit mong cheque?
Ano po ang relasyon?
Yes,
Ito
ano
po
po?
yung mga cheque po na na-encash po nga ni Miss Gina Acosta.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, pupunta po tayo sa proseso ng encashment ng 4 na cheque. Okay. Now, Madam Witness, ano ang proseso ng encashment dito po sa 4 na checking ito? Kung maalala po ninyo.
Ang process po na encashment namin, particularly ito pong transaction na to, ay malaki po yung amount involved. So meron pong tumatawag sa amin from cash division po ng OVP a day or two prior po doon sa encashment na
Okay. Sige po, tuloy po ninyo.
meron po silang for encashment nga po na 125 million.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, binanggit ninyo meron sa inyong tumatawag from the cash department ng OBP. Now, Madam Witness, ang tanong ko po, sino po ang tumatawag sa inyo from the cash department ng OBP? Kung maalala lang po ninyo.
Yung sa cash division po yan ng OVP, si Miss Queenie Masangkay po.
Queenie Masangkay. At sino naman po sa inyong branch ang tinatawagan ni Miss Queenie Masangkay?
Ako po, ang
Okay po.
tinatawagan
Okay.
niya.
Now, Madam Witness, paano po ninyo nalaman na si Miss Queenie Masangkay ay from cash department ng OBP?
Bali siya po yung liaison ng OVP from the cash division at siya rin po yung tumatawag po sa akin sa other banking needs po nila.
Okay. So, Madam Witness, kanina binanggit ninyo na kaya tumatawag sa inyo si Miss Queenie Masangkay para i-advise kayo a day or two prior?
Opo.
Bakit po kailangan kayong i-advise a day or two prior sa encashment?
Bali, meron po kasing cash involved limit lang po ang branch. So, wala po kaming any given day na amount po for that match po. Kaya kailangan po namin itong mag-request po sa aming cash center for assistance.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, ang tanong ko po sa inyo, pagkatapos po kayong tawagan ni Miss Queenie Masangkay, ano na po ang susunod na mangyayari kung meron man po?
Bali po, kino-communicate ko po sa aming branch cashier na meron pong ganitong cash requirement po ang Office of the Vice President. At the same time po, para po maka-coordinate po siya sa aming cash center for the cash transfer po.
So pagkatapos po, mag-request o ma-coordinate ng inyong cashier, ano na po ang susunod na mangyayari kung meron man po?
Bali po, pagdating na ng cash na ito, tinatawagan ko po si Miss Queenie Masangkay po na available na po yung cash sa branch.
Okay. So pagkatapos po ninyong tawagan, si Miss Queenie Masangkay, ano na po ang susunod pang mangyayari kung meron man po?
Bali, pumupunta na po si Miss Gina Acosta at si Mr. Ortonio po sa branch para po mag-encash.
Okay. Na ngayon, binanggit po ninyo ang isang pangalang Miss Gina Acosta at Mr. Ortonio. Paano po ninyo nakilala si Miss Acosta at si Mr. Ortonio?
Una ko pong nakilala si Mr. Ortonio kasi bali isa po siya sa mga authorized signatories po ng OVP. And then inintroduce niya po si Miss Gina Acosta na siya po yung pay ng cheque worth 125 million po.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, pagpunta po sa inyo ni Miss Gina Acosta at ni Mr. Ortonio, ano na po ang susunod na mangyayari?
Noong first encounter ko po sa kanila, bali po yung cheque na yon ay binigay po ni Miss Gina together with her identification card niya. So, finorward ko po ito sa verifier para po ma-process.
So pagkatapos po ninyong i-forward sa verifier para ma-process, ano na po ang susunod na nangyari kung meron man po?
Bali po, bine-verify po ito ni verifier, yung mga authorized signatories po ng cheque. And then, chinecheck niya rin po sa system kung ito po ay mayroon ng advice from the OVP para po ito ay i-release na.
Okay. So pagkatapos po ma-check, kung meron ng advice, ano na po ang susunod na mangyayari kung meron man po?
Na-forward na po ito sa teller para po encode sa system at para po makapag-request na po siya ng cash.
Okay. So pag forward sa teller, ano na po ang susunod na mangyayari kung meron man po?
Pag po na-approve na rin po ng approver, tatawagin na po niya si Ms. Gina Costa para po mapareceive niya po yung cash.
Okay. So sabi ninyo, tatawagin ni approver si Ms. Gina Acosta para tanggapin na yung cash.
Si teller po ang tumatawag
Okay.
po.
Tatawagin ni teller si Ms. Gina Acosta para
Ipa-receive na po yung
ipa-receive
cash.
na yung cash. Ano na po ang susunod mangyayari pagkatapos pong i-inform ni teller si Ms. Gina Acosta?
Bali, since malaki din nga po yung amount, ina-guide po si Gina Acosta papasok po sa backroom para po doon i-release yung cash.
Okay. Ngayon, may binabanggit po kayong backroom. Sino-sino po ang nasa backroom kung alam po ninyo?
Noong pong unang release po noong cash, ako po ang nandoon, si teller, yung branch cashier, si Miss Gina, and then si Mr. Limuel po. Or
Okay.
Tonyo.
So pagdating ninyo sa backroom, ano na po yung mga sumunod na pangyayari kung meron man po?
Nirelease po yung ng teller po, after po ma-receive, doon sa cheque po, yung payment received, nirelease na po ni teller yung cash kay Miss Gina in packs po siya, worth 1 million each po.
Okay. So maalala po ba ninyo kung ilang packs po ang nirelease kay Ms. Gina Acosta?
Bali, 125 packs po yun.
125 packs. Okay. Now, pagkatapos pong i-release itong pera in packs, in 125 packs, ano na po ang susunod na mangyayari?
Bali, nilalagay na po nila yon sa dala po nilang bags.
Okay. Ngayon, meron po kayong binanggit na bag. Madam Witness, anong klaseng bag ang pinaglagyan ng pera kung maalala po ninyo?
Sa pagkaalala ko po, isang mahabang malaking bag po siya. Para pong gym bag.
Okay. Madam Witness, ilang bag po ang dala po ni Ms. Gina Acosta at ni Mr. Ortonio?
Sa pagkaalala ko po, mga 3 to 4 bags po yun.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, sabi ninyo, nilagay dito yung 125 million sa 3 to 4 bags. Okay. Ano na po ang susunod na mangyayari pagkalagay po nila dito po sa bag?
Lalabas na po sila ng bangko.
Okay. Madam Witness, si Miss Gina Acosta lang po ba? O sino, may kasama pa po ba si Miss Gina Acosta at saka si Limuel Ortonio?
Sa pagkaalala ko po, meron po silang kasama.
Ilan po, kung maalala po ninyo?
Hindi ko na po ma-recall.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, ang tanong ko po sa inyo, paglabas po nila, meron po ba sa bangko na empleyado na tumulong sa kanila para bitbitin po itong bag, kung meron man po?
Wala po, sir.
Bakit po wala?
It's against bank policy po na tumulong po sa mga kliyente, ang mga empleyado, or even po yung security guards po namin.
Bakit po yun against sa bank policy, Madam Witness?
In case po na for safety and security measures din po, para po hands-off na po ang bangko once na ma-release na po yung physical cash po.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, ito pong huling tanong ko. How much po in total, Madam Witness, ang winidraw in relation po dito po sa 4 na checking binabanggit po ninyo?
Ang total po ng 4 na cheque, mga po siya, kalahating bilyon po.
Okay. That would be all, Your Honor.
Thank you, Honorable Chua. Cross from the Council for Respondent, Attorney Poe. You may proceed when you're ready, sir.
Nothing to cross, Your Honor, from our end. However, Your Honor, may I just make a manifestation just on the markings, Your Honor?
Council may do so.
Just on the markings of the check, we'd also like to put on record, Your Honors, that for check with ending 244027, dated December 20, 2022. This is marked by the prosecution on the face of the check as D-1-130-OVP. On the dorsal portion, it is D-1-130-OVP-1. For the second check, dated January 31, 2023, ending with 244053. On the face of the check, this is marked as D-1-131-OVP. Dorsal portion is marked as D-1-131-OVP-1. For the third check, dated April 13, 2023, with ending 245511, face of the check is marked as D-1-132-OVP, while the dorsal portion was marked as D-1-132-OVP-1. The fourth and last check, ending 245664, dated July 13, 2023. The face of the check was marked as D-1-133-OVP, while the dorsal portion was marked as D-1-133-OVP-1. That is all, Your Honors. Again, nothing to cross from our end.
Yeah.
Just to correct you, the check ending in 5511 is dated April 18.
Correct, Your Honor. April 18, 2023.
No, you mentioned 13 earlier.
I stand
according
corrected, Your Honor.
So it's 18.
Yes, 18, Your Honor.
Thank you. Given that there is no cross and therefore no redirect, we now proceed to allow the senator judges for their interventions in the order that they signify their intent to ask questions and make interventions. The Honorable Erwin Tulfo, thereafter the Honorable Rafi Tulfo, thereafter the Honorable Senator Judge Aquino. The Honorable Tulfo is recognized for his interjections and interventions. You have 2 minutes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Miss Witness, Miss Constantino, dyan ba talagang account ng mga OVP sa bangko ninyo, sa show? Or si VP lang ang nag-open ng account dyan sa bangko ninyo?
Yung Office of the Vice President po.
OVP.
Opo.
So, hindi lahat dyan may account ang OVP?
Wala na po akong alam.
Okay. Kaya nga po, tanong ko natin, si dating VP Robredo po ba nagbukas din ng account dyan?
Actually po, na-transfer lang po sa amin ang MDS account po ng Office of the Vice President noong pong September 2022 nung lumipat po sila ng kanilang office address sa Pioneer, Mandaluyong.
Okay. Normal po ba na ganito kalaki ang wini-withdraw ng isang government agency? Is this normal? Nakakita ka na ba nito ng other government agencies na ganito kalaki ang withdrawal?
Wala po. Unusual po ito.
Unusual yung withdrawal. So therefore, kung unusual, Madam Witness, hindi po kayo nagtanong man lang, para saan po ba kayo ito? Kasi alam ko sa bangko po, nagtatanong. Ako po, nagbabangko ko sa pribado. Natatanong po yung staff ko, para saan ba gagamitin ni Sir ito, ni Sir? Hindi na ba ninyo tinatanong?
Kasi po may advice naman po siya. So, kumbaga dumaan naman po ito sa proseso nila. Kaya, I don't think po na magtanong pa kami.
What is the SOP? Ano pong standard operating procedure pag may mga malalaking withdrawal? Or exempted pag mga government agency, lalo po't mga matataas na ahensya ng pamahalaan?
Wala na pong exemption. Kaya lang po itong sa particular na transaction po ng OVP, bali meron naman po kasi silang forward advice po sa branch.
Okay. Alam niyo po ba na ito ay for intelligence fund, yung wini-withdraw?
Hindi po.
Hindi niyo po alam na Intel fund ito?
Opo.
Pero nagduda po kayo sa ganitong kalaking halaga. Is that correct?
Sa personal opinion namin sa bangko, parang syempre po, saan kaya gagamitin po yung cash na to? So, pero hindi naman po namin tinanong na. Kasi may advice naman po siya.
Okay, panghuli na lamang po, Madam Witness. May other agencies pa ba na may account sa inyo?
Marami naman pong mga government agencies po sa ano.
Sa
Land
branch
Bank
ninyo? Okay. Pero walang mga ganito kalalaking withdrawal?
So far po kasi na-convert na po lahat kasi sila sa mga online system like yung sa ATM payroll. So hindi na po ganyang kalalaki mga withdrawals po nila.
Thank you, Madam Witness. Thank you, Presiding Officer.
Thank you, Senator Judge Erwin Tulfo. Senator Judge Rafi Tulfo is recognized. You may proceed, sir, when you're ready for interjections and interventions. You have 2 minutes, sir.
Madam Witness, magandang umaga po.
Magandang umaga rin po.
Hindi masyado klaro sa amin yung sinabi mong mga bag ang pinaglagyan nitong 125 million. Anong klaseng bag muli?
Sa pagkakaalala ko po, ito po isang malaking, mahabang bag na
Mahaba.
parang dinescribe ko nga po as
Duffel
like
bag? Gym bag?
gym bag po. Iba po kasi
Gym
yung
bag.
duffel bag sa bangko.
So gym bag ano kalaking? Isang
Mahaba
lipa?
po.
Okay. Ayon sa BSP, ang 1 million approximately 1 kilo. So that's 125 million. So si Gina lamang ang nagbitbit ng 125 kilos palabas ng bangko?
Ang alam ko pong assistance po na naalala ko po ay nag-provide po kami ng trolley.
Ng trolley. At
Opo.
mag-isa lang si Gina.
May kasama po sila eh. Hindi ko lang po ma-recall.
So ilang duffel bag po ulit?
Mga 3 to 4 bags po.
I mean, so 3 to 4
Bags.
yung sa 125
Gym bags.
million. Gym bags. Dapat sigurado, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kasi kung 125 million at 3 gym bag, yung gym bag, ano nang kalaki yun? Mukhang hindi mahaba.
Opo.
Kakasya ba dyan 125 kilos? Baka nagkakamali kayo.
Mga 3 to 4 bags nga po.
Dapat precise po kayo. Dapat ginajot daw nyo yan bago paglabas. 3 bags ang lumabas, ang pinaglagyan.
Hindi na po namin yan, po.
Okay, sige. Pero dapat, you should be approximate, precise. Kasi we're talking of impeachment of the Vice President dito. Hindi dapat yung parang kalkulasyon lamang. As much as possible.
Opo, mga ganun, 4 bags.
Okay. 4 bags. Now, wala bang, kasi alam ko, pag ganun kalaki amount, kuminsan yung bangko nag-offer doon sa depositor na i-deliver yung pera sa lugar na gusto nilang pupuntahan ng perang yon through the what we call armored car or armored vehicle. Hindi kayo nag-provide na ganoon?
Hindi po. Wala po kasi kaming memorandum of agreement regarding po sa services, cash services po, or cash delivery.
So hindi nag-request yung OVP ng cash delivery through armored vehicle papunta doon sa
Wala
back to the
po,
office? Okay. Curious lang ako, sino itong, meron pa isang pangalan na kapirma sa baba ng cheque, itong Rosaline L. Sanchez, sa pagkakala mo. Kasi di ba sa baba, nakalagay Rosaline Sanchez and then Lemuel Ortonio, signatory doon sa pag-release ng cheque. Who are they?
Authorized signatory po. Isa po siya sa authorized signatories po ng Office of the Vice President.
Si Rosaline Sanchez, sino po ito? Sa pagkakalam niyo po?
Ang alam ko po, siya po yung sa finance.
Sa finance. Okay, nabanggit niyo rin po prior doon sa withdrawal, you're given 1 or 2 days para makapag-prepare ng cash. Sino po ulit tumatawag sa inyo?
Si Miss Queenie Masangkay po.
Paano niyo po nalaman na si Miss Queenie Masangkay yung tumatawag sa inyo?
Na-meet ko na rin po siya sa branch nung nag-open po sila ng MDS account po.
Okay. Last na naman, usually pag ganun kalaking amount ang withdraw, sinisiguro nyo na yung pupunta doon sa bangko, yun yung authorized na mag-withdraw talaga ng amount ng perang yan. Kadalasan tinatawagan pa yung principal. Wala kayong ganung klaseng protocol in place?
Wala na po kasi may advice na po siya.
5 seconds. Wala na.
May advice na
sige
po siya.
May pera na. Okay, thank you.
Bago po yung bell, Senator Judge Rafi. Next to be recognized for his interjections would be Senator Bam Aquino. You have 2 minutes, sir.
Maraming
You may
salamat,
proceed when you're ready.
Presiding Officer. Miss Violeta, magandang umaga.
Magandang umaga din po.
Kaklaruin ko lang po, yung cheque ay mula po kanino?
Mula po sa Office of the Vice President.
Hindi po, dyan po napunta yung pondo, no? But kanino po, anong account galing po yung perang yan?
Sa Office of the Vice President nga po.
Because it was already downloaded to the Office of the Vice President from the Treasury.
Mga kapuso, magpapatuloy ang ating live streaming. Samantala, susunod na po agad sa GTV ang Balitang Hali.
Do you report this to any agency? Kung nagtatakan niyo po na parang ang laki naman ito, do you do any reporting or wala na pong reporting yan?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. May we invoke po yung AMLA rule na hindi po kami pwede mag-disclose any information po regarding sa reporting.
Sa reporting? Okay.
AMLA rule po siya.
Let me rephrase the question. Ang government transactions po ba ay sakop ng AMLA rules? Ay kasama ito sa mga covered or suspicious transactions? Tama po ba?
Yun nga po. So, I invoke po na mag-prohibit po ako magsabi po nito.
Okay, let me rephrase. I'm sorry, for me, these are simple questions, no? Regulations lang po ito. So, ulitin ko, sakop ang government transactions sa AMLA regulations, correct? Yes.
Lahat po.
Yes. At ano po ba yung rules natin pagdating sa pagre-report sa AMLA? Above a certain amount? Tama po ba?
Opo.
Opo. Magkano po yung limit? Kapag above, what amount po yan?
More than 500,000 po.
Any amount above 500,000, whether private po o gobyerno, nire-report niyo po sa AMLA?
Supposedly po.
Okay. Yan yung covered o yan yung suspicious? Yung over 500,000. Magkaiba po yun,
Covered
di ba?
po.
Okay. Yung suspicious po, ano po yung regulasyon kapag nagsasabit po kayo ng suspicious transaction? Ano po yung batayan? Bakit ang isang transaction ay suspicious?
Kung sa tingin po namin ay doubtful po yung transaction.
And-
For this particular po, hindi naman po kami nag-doubt kasi alam namin po na legit po yung transaction.
Okay, klaklaruin ko. Kanina po, sabi nyo personally, meron kayong pagdududa, pero officially, hindi po kayo nag-report na suspicious transaction po ito.
Wala po akong sinabing may pagdududa.
Kanina, sabi nyo, nung nagtanong si Senator Tulfo, sabi nyo, personal
Unusual
lang.
po ang nasabi ko po.
Okay. So kahit at sa tingin po nyo, unusual ito, hindi nyo po ito ni-report bilang suspicious transaction.
Hindi po pwede magsabi po na na nag-report po kami dahil nga po i-invoke po yung AMLA law.
Okay. So covered, definitely, kasi it's above 500,000. Pero yung suspicious transaction, ayaw nyo pong sabihin dahil covered po ito ng AMLA law.
Kasi para sa amin naman po ay talagang hindi naman po siya suspicious.
Okay. Sige po. Sige po, yun na po muna. Maraming salamat, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Thank you, Senator Bam Aquino. You may avail of the second round, if at all, Senator Aquino. Senator Judge Alan Cayetano is recognized. Thereafter, Senator Judge Joel Villanueva. You have 2 minutes. I'm sorry, after Senator Alan, Senator Risa. Thereafter, Senator Judge Joel Villanueva. You have 2 minutes, sir.
Magandang umaga, Madam Witness. Welcome to the Senate.
Maganda.
Most of my questions na tanong naman ni Senator Erwin. I just like to ask, but you're familiar with the concept of confidential or discretionary funds? Or hindi? In government parlance?
Wala po kang
Okay.
alam.
No, kasi kung hindi ka familiar, whether that agency has 50 million discretionary funds or let's say if you were the manager sa OP and they had, I don't know how much now, 10 billion, you won't find it unusual kung 500 million, 250, 1 billion. Kasi nga usual means parate, unusual means bakit ganito kalaki, no? Because when I was in the DFA, there was a big storm, and I've never dealt with Land Bank directly except for my personal account as sa sweldo ko as DFA Secretary. But the President asked us, what can each agency do? So my staff then, si Yusek Ariola, said, Sir, maraming ma-stuck sa mga ports, airport at seaport. May isa tayong fund. Kung OFW sila, pwede tayong magbigay. So I think we had to withdraw 50 or 100 million. At sinabi ng branch manager, wala. And then it was a Friday. So I had to call the president of Land Bank and say, sir, basta stranded, hindi. And then they sent over 50 or 100 million. So my point is, just because it's unusual, it doesn't mean it's illegal or whatever. Tama po ba?
Wala naman pong illegal doon sa encashment po.
Because nga, may difference when it's a private account. So it's a private account and they don't usually, let's say, someone has a private account, commercial or private, meaning business or personal niya, they always withdraw 50,000, 100,000. This is theoretical, so hindi to covered ng bank secrecy law. Suddenly, we withdraw ng 3 million, minsan nagtatanong, di ba? Dahil know your customer, di ba? Ganon din sa deposit. I'll just finish this line. Ganon din sa deposit, di ba? So, kung sweldo ko 30,000, every time nagde-deposit ako 30,000, biglang magde-deposit ako 2 million, tatanungin ako, sir, saan galing to? Right?
Correct.
Pero pag government, as long as you're dealing with the people you identified with, so whether that's DPWH, whether that's DOTR, basta't everything's in order, magtataka ka lang pag sobrang laki ng amount, but then you'll release it. No?
Kindly
Thank you.
wind up.
Yeah,
Senator
that's
Judge
all.
Allen.
Thank you. I was just clarifying that point.
Thank you, Senator Judge Allen. Senator Judge Risa Ontiveros is recognized. You may proceed, ma'am. When you're ready, you have 2 minutes.
Salamat po, Mr. Presiding Officer. Madam Witness, yung 32 years nyo po na sinabi sa banking industry, yun po ba lahat ay sa land bank lamang?
Opo.
Okay. And then, sabi nyo po, unusual. Unusual yung withdrawals na ito. Sa 32 years nyo po sa banking industry, sa land bank, nakakita na po ba kayo ng ganyang kalaking amount na withdrawal ever before?
First time po.
First time. Okay. Sabi nyo nga kanina, unusual yung amount. First time, may ganyang amount na 125 million pesos. Bakit nyo sinabing unusual? Ano yung floor nyo para sabihing unusual yung isang amount?
Usually po kasi kaya naging unusual para sa akin kasi cash po siyang kinukuha.
Mhm.
Sa other, naman po is, kumbaga nag-issue po sila ng mga cheque sa, yung disbursement po nila. By checks po, hindi po cash.
Okay. So hindi lang yung laki nung halaga na 125 million ang unusual din na yung ganyang unusual amount ay sa cash kinuha at hindi sa mga cheque.
Opo.
Okay. And yung 125 million, yun ba yung minimum na pag kinuha in cash, sasabihin nyo unusual? Or meron bang lowest amount na kapag kinuha in cash, sasabihin nyo na rin unusual?
Pwede naman po naming sabihin na unusual. Let's say kung over, let's say 500,000 na po siya.
Over 500,000?
Kasi yun,
kung over 500,000 kinuha in cash, sasabihin nyo unusual.
for that particular, let's say po yung kliyente, yung
Yes.
mga ganun po. Opo.
For the particular client. Ito, hindi lang 500,000, 125 million. So, 250 times mas unusual sa minimum amount na sasabihin yung unusual kung kinuha in cash.
Depende po rin sa yung kliyente po.
Depende sa kliyente. But kung sino mang kliyente aside, nasabi niyong unusual dahil 125 million na para po sa akin is 250 times yung 500,000 at hindi po in check, kundi in cash po kinuha.
Pwede nga po, depende po sa depositor po niya. Kung regular lang sa kanya yung mga ganang withdrawals or what, it's usual.
Okay.
Pero kung parang for the first time ma-encounter namin that much, unusual po sa
And
amin.
this was your first time.
Opo.
And in your 32 years, higit 3 dekada, kung masasabi nating pambihirang amount ito in cash.
Opo.
Masasabi nating once in a lifetime yung ganitong amount in cash.
Pwede po.
Pwede. Alright. Salamat, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Thank you.
Tutuloy ko po sa second round.
Thank you, Senator Judge Risa. Senator Judge Villanueva, thereafter, our distinguished Senate President. You may proceed, sir, when you're ready. You have 2 minutes.
Thank you, Sir Presiding Officer, Senate President. Madam Witness, binanggit niyo po yung unusual, no? And gusto kong susugan yung katanungan. Yung usual, below 500,000 pag individual. Pero kung ito'y government agency, paano niyo masasabi na ito'y unusual?
Any depositor naman po, kung hindi naman po ganong frequent silang nag-withdraw ng ganong kalaking cash. Kaya po, naano ko siyang unusual.
Kung ganito po, na 4 na beses na nag-withdraw na 125 million, would you say usual na siya?
Unusual nga po.
No,
Kasi,
kung 4 na sunod-sunod na yung binanggit po ninyo, 125 million, sunod-sunod, nagiging usual na po ba siya o unusual pa rin?
pwede naman po. Na
What is
usual.
it?
Kung sunod-sunod naman po, magiging ano na po siya. Talagang usual transaction na po yun.
So, kung ganun nga po, na 4 na sunod-sunod, usual transaction na siya.
Opo.
Madam Witness, as I understand, no, yung process, the BM would provide the funding, notice of cash allocation, and then the agency authorizes the disbursement. At kayo, for example, sa inyong bangko, sa Land Bank, bine-verify nyo lang at you pay the corresponding instruments. Is that correct?
Opo. Bine-verify po yung pag-issue ng cheque po, yung mga signatories, payees, like that po.
So bago po inilabas ang salapi o yung pera, ano-ano pong dokumento yung aktual na natatanggap po ninyo at inyong masusing sinusuri? Kasi sabi nyo nga ho, I'm sure from the first withdrawal, as you made mention, it's unusual. So ano yung mga talagang sinusuri po ninyo na dokumento bago nyo i-release ito?
Supported naman po ito ng advice. So once po nakapasok na po sa system at funded naman po siya, okay na po sa amin yun.
So yun lang po yung inyong chinecheck?
Opo.
And that's it, you release it right away?
Yes, sir.
And binanggit niyo ho kanina, hindi ito suspicious.
Para sa ano ko po, hindi po siya suspicious.
At lahat po ay legitimate.
Yes, sir.
One last question that I'd like to ask. With this amount of money that will be withdrawn by the payee, ano ho yung mga advance arrangements? Kasi hindi, sabi nyo nga ho, hindi usual, yung biglaan, no? 125 million. Ano yung mga advance arrangements na inihingi po ninyo o tinatawag po sa inyo bago mailabas po itong salapi na ito? How far in advance was Land Bank informed that these amounts of physical cash would be required for each transaction?
Mga a day or two po, ni-inform po kami from the cash division po ng OVP na meron po silang ganong cash requirement. So sa amin naman po, pinoprocess naman po namin yung requirements nila bago po namin sila advise na available na po yung cash.
So in 24 hours, kaya na po?
Pwede naman po.
Salamat po. Maraming salamat.
Thank you rin po.
Thank you, Senator Judge Villanueva. The distinguished Senate President is recognized. You have 2 minutes for your interjection, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Good morning, Ms. Constantino. Sundan ko lang po yung natanong kanina ni Senator Risa. So in your 32 years in Land Bank, hindi pa ho kayo nakakita ng withdrawal na ganito kalaking amount? 125 million. Tama po ba?
Yes po.
Ano yung pinakamalaking nakita nyo ng withdrawal in cash?
Hindi ko na po ma-recall.
More or less lang. Mabigyan nyo kami.
In cash?
In cash.
Siguro
Yung pinakamalaking nakita nyo na o na-experience nyo na in your
mga
32?
500,000 po.
500,000. And next, ito na, 125 million.
Yes, sir.
Ang Shaw Boulevard, maraming negosyo dyan. No? So I assume maraming mga private companies dyan. May nakita na ba kayong cash withdrawal from a private company na ganito kalaki in the hundreds of millions?
Mostly po mga cheque po yung ini-issue nila.
Cheque? Meron bang mga cash withdrawal din? Yung mga sa private companies?
Wala po.
Wala, puro
Checks.
cheque lang ang ini-issue nila.
Opo.
And then, nabanggit nyo kanina na 4 na beses pumunta sila Miss Acosta at si Mr. Ortonio sa inyo.
Opo.
Tama po ba? 4 na beses?
Yes, sir.
nung nagwi-withdraw sila, meron ba kayong any casual talk kung saan gagamitin itong mga perang ito? Kasi sabi nyo nga kanina, unusual, ngayon lang kayo nakakita. Hindi ba nagkaroon kayo ng konting parang casual talk sa pangatlo o pang-apat na pagkita ninyo kung saan gagamitin itong perang to?
Hindi ko na po ma-recall, Your Honor.
I'm sure nag-uusap kayo, di ba?
Yeah, brief talk.
Brief talk, mayroon bang nasabi kung saan gagamitin itong perang ito?
Hindi ko na nga po maalala. Sorry
Ay,
po.
Hindi nyo na maalala. Okay. And then, kanina nasa tanong rin ni Senator Bam, typically, rini-report to sa AMLAC no? Yung mga ganitong kalaking amount. Na-report nyo na ba? Na-report nyo ito? Hindi yung detalye. Ang tanong lang naman kung na-report yung ganitong kalaking cash withdrawal sa AMLAC.
Ang alam ko po, ang Land Bank naman po ay compliant po sila sa when it comes to reporting po.
So, nare-report siya?
Compliant po kami doon.
Alright. Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Senator Judge Pangilinan is recognized. You may proceed, sir. You have 2 minutes when you're ready.
Thank you. Magandang umaga.
Magandang umaga po.
Unang-una, si Gina Acosta, kilala ninyong bilang Special Disbursing Officer, tama?
As payee po ng cheque.
Hindi bilang Special Disbursing Officer.
Hindi po.
Kung siya ang payee, hindi, at sinabi nyo, iba ang tumatawag sa inyo na 2 days in advance.
Iba po.
Di ba? Sino yung sinabi nyo yung tumatawag?
Si Miss Queenie Masangkay po.
Miss Masangkay.
Opo.
Bakit iba? Would you know, if you know, bakit iba yung payee, iba yung tumatawag?
Wala po kang idea kasi it's under the agency po kung sino pong gusto nilang gawing payee po.
Pero bakit si Masangkay ay kilala mo? Nagpakilala siya? Did you meet each other?
Na-meet ko po siya kasi po bago po sila mag-open ng account po sa amin, so nag-visit po sila sa branch.
Okay, so you knew her personally and therefore siya ang tumatawag. Pero ang payee ay si Gina Acosta. In other accounts, would you know or would you have experience na ganun din? Iba yung payee, iba yung tumatawag? I suppose yes, no?
Wala po akong idea.
Okay, okay. Doon sa nabanggit niyong first time ang ganyang kalaking halaga, kaya sabi niyo unusual. Meron pa bang ibang ahensya? Tama bang sabihin, walang ibang ahensya ng pamahalaan ang naglalabas ng ganyang kalaking pera sa inyong accounts, sa inyong branch? Dahil kayo ay depositary ng government bank, hindi ba?
Wala na po akong ma-recall kasi nga po kagaya ng sabi ko kanina, lahat po ay na-convert na po sila sa mga online transactions.
And most government agencies would use checks.
Checks or online transactions po.
Or online transactions. Okay. So, and sinabi nyo, ang average na cash transactions sa inyong withdrawals, apart from yung 125 million na cash, yung average is about 500,000. Tama? Yung average amount ng cash.
Pwede po or lower than that. Kung cash po.
Yes,
Opo.
yes. So, malaki yung agwat, no?
Opo.
And that's why you say it's unusual.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I have no other questions, Mr. President, Presiding Officer. Just to manifest that earlier, the witness said that she's bound by the confidentiality rule under the AMLA law. But we take exception to that, but I understand that we will be tackling this matter in another article. We will not concede that you cannot disclose this information, this being the impeachment court. But it being, dahil ito'y itatakal sa ibang articles of incorporation, we will not pursue it at this time. I mean, the articles of impeachment, rather. Is it Article 2? Then we will not insist and we will not push the issue at this time. For the record, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Noted, but Chair would also like to place on the record that while indeed the court issued a subpoena vis-a-vis the AMLC, the provision of the law on the confidentiality with respect to bank officers are indeed provided for in the AMLC. That bank officers are those authorized to report both suspicious transactions and those exceeding 500,000 are not allowed to disclose whether or not they report. And thank you, Ms. Constantino, for being very cooperative and at the same time prudent with respect to your answers regarding the AMLC provision. Dahil kayo po yung madedemanda kung sakasakali, hindi naman po kami. If there are no other... Senator Judge Aimee, before we go on a second round. Senator Judge Aimee, thereafter Senator Judge Erwin Tulfo for his second round, Senator Judge Ontiveros for her second round, and Senator Judge Rafi for his second round. Senator Aimee, you may proceed when you're ready, and you have 2 minutes, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Presiding Judge. And this is a very simple question by way of information to the prosecution. During the Blue Ribbon Committee, a certain Jean Abaya was called as a resource person. As I recall, she was then the operations head of Land Bank Shaw and assumed the position of department manager thereafter. I understand, of course, that the prosecution has the right to choose your witnesses. I am simply curious, bakit hindi pinatawag si Ms. Abaya na magtestigo ngayon, samantalang siya yung may personal knowledge ng encashment ng mga cheque na pinag-uusapan?
Your Honor,
The Honorable Chua may respond.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, at that time, when this check was encashed, si Ma'am po, ang ating pong testigo, siya po ang branch manager. Hindi po si yung nabanggit po ninyo.
Yes, alam ko na siya yung branch manager, pero yung operations head at that time, si Jean Abaya. As a matter of fact, she was even able to say that the entire amount of the checks was withdrawn each encashment. So, ang lumalabas doon sa House hearing, kung naaalala kong maigi, si Ms. Abaya ang direktang nakipag-deal kay Ms. Acosta, di ba?
Your Honor, kung maririnig po natin yung kanyang salaysay, siya po kasi yung nakikipag-coordinate sa OBP.
Siya nakikipag-coordinate or sino ang direktang nakikipag-usap kay Ms. Abaya, kung ganon? Kay Ms. Acosta, sorry. Hindi ba si Jean Abaya?
Pwede po
Yun ang
akong sumagot.
pagkaintindi ko doon sa House hearing eh.
Pwede po akong sumagot.
Yes, please.
Si Jean Abaya po, siya po yung next in rank noong ako po ay branch
Siya
manager.
yung?
Next
Sorry.
in my rank.
Oo, yeah.
Opo.
Pero siya ba yung direktang nakipag-deal kay Ms. Acosta ng DepEd?
Ako po ang direktang sa OVP po.
Nakakapagtaka lang kung bakit nung House hearing, si Ms. Abaya ang siyang nagsabi ng direktahan na yung entire amount ng cheque was withdrawn each encashment. Hindi po kayo. Ba't nagkaganon?
Your Honor, bali po si Gina Baya po ang naging incumbent manager. Siya po yung pumalit sa akin as branch manager. So at that time, tinanong po nga siya. So since operations manager po siya, aware din po siya sa transaction. Pero natanong din po siya kung sinong direktang kumakausap sa cash division staff. So kaya po ako napatawag.
Kayo yung direktang nakipag-usap?
Opo.
Kahit siya ang nag-attest na talagang buong amount ang withdraw. Ganun ba
Aware
yun?
naman po siya sa mga transactions din po sa branch.
Okay, maliban doon, Ms. Constantino, nung House Blue Ribbon, narinig ko, nung tinanong ni Congressman Luistro, sino ang nag-withdraw ng pera at linagay sa mga bag, nung una, sabi niyo, you didn't recall. Matapos noon, medyo may leading question si Congresswoman noon eh. Kasi ang sabi, do you recall Ms. Acosta? Do you recall Mr. Ortonio? Bigla ninyong naalala si Ms. Acosta at si Mr. Ortonio. Tama ba yun? Ba't nagkaganon? Nung una, hindi ninyo maalala. Pagkatapos noon, naalala na ninyo.
Pwede ko
Ano
po
ba talaga ang naaalala ninyo? Para klaro tayo.
Pwede po ba nating balikan po kung yung transcript po talaga? Kasi baka po, mamaya, baka lang po, I'm sorry, may iba pong issue before. Tapos po natanong ako kung bakit ko po kilala yung dalawa. So baka po may iba
Kasi
pa
nung
pong
una,
story up behind.
tinatanong kung nare-recall ninyo, sino ang naglagay ng pera sa mga bag? Sabi po ninyo na hindi ninyo maalala. Tama ba yun?
Ang pagkakaalala
Kindly
ko po.
wind up.
Ang pagkakaalala ko, sorry po. Ang pagkakaalala
Sumasagot
ko po, ang Sinagot ko po yun na si
Yes,
Miss
yes.
Gina ang naglagay at si Mr. Ortonio. Ang hindi ko po ma-recall kung sino po yung naglabas na ng cash,
Hindi
ng
ko
bags.
tinatanong yon. Hindi yon ang tinutukoy ko. Ang tinutukoy ko, yung pa-iba-ibang sagot. Kasi nung una sabi nyo, hindi nyo maalala kung sino naglagay ng pera sa bag. Pagkatapos nung binanggit sa inyo, do you recall Miss Acosta, do you recall Mr. Ortonio, naalala ninyo kung sino naglagay na yung dalawa? Bakit ganon? Yun lang po.
Ang
Kindly wind up, ma'am.
Considering that Miss Acosta is allegedly the payee, bakit hindi niyo yun naalala kaagad? Doon ako nagtataka.
Wala po akong matandaan na sinabi ko na hindi ko ma-recall po yung naglagay ng pera sa bags. Ang alam ko po, nare-recall ko kung sino po ang naglabas ng bags.
Okay,
Outside the bag.
balikan na lang po natin yung transcript
Sige
doon sa
po.
lower house
Kung pwede
at
po.
baka maipaliwanag ninyo sa amin na maigi. Maraming salamat.
Sige
The
po,
lady
ma'am.
may avail for round 2 with the permission of Senators Erwin Tulfo, Ontiveros, and Rafi Tulfo. Chair would like to acknowledge Senator Lacson first since it is his first round to ask questions. Thereafter, we will be recognizing in this order Senators Erwin Tulfo, Senator Ontiveros, and Senator Rafi Tulfo for their second round. Senator Lacson may proceed. You have
Thank
2
you,
minutes, sir.
Mr. Presiding Officer. Hindi po ako magtatanong. I will only make a manifestation. I'm only wondering why neither the prosecution nor the defense is presenting a competent witness in the handling of intelligence and confidential fund. Kasi po, in my previous life, sa intelligence, sa law enforcement, ang natatandaan ko, kasi limited yung purpose ng intelligence at saka confidential fund. Nagtataka lang ako, nakita ko yung regularity ng withdrawals ng cash, parang every quarter, except for December, December 20. So sana kung para ma-educate kami, at saka magkaroon kami ng informed decision later on, sana meron tayong competent witness sa pag-handle ng intelligence fund or confidential fund. Para nang sa gano'n naman, ma-appreciate namin at matanong din namin sarili namin, regular ba yung every quarter kasi January, April, tapos July, di ba? Parang regular eh. Ang alam ko, pagka may pangangailangan dahil merong intelligence gathering operation, may confidential activities, saka palang mangangailangan ng pera. So yun lang, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Your Honor.
Defense may also respond or comment with the prosecution. Thank you.
We will recognize both sides, but recognize first to respond to the inquiry of the manifestation, rather, of Senator Judge Lacson. The Honorable Chua. You may proceed, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, we will be presenting our witness, pero hindi po siya yung testigo po pagdating po dyan. In time po, we will be presenting witness or witnesses that will explain yung manner po ng confidential
Kasi
fund.
I asked my staff, wala po sa listahan ng testigo na meron tayong competent witness. So saan ang galing yung sinasabi niyo may present kayo?
Yung COA po. They will be the
COA
one
is
to-
not a competent witness sa pag-handle ng intelligence and confidential funds.
Meron-
Somebody,
Your Honor, meron po kasi
maybe
kaming reservation.
A retired intelligence officer, somebody like that na maalam mag-handle. Nagtataka lang ako bakit masyadong regular tapos yung una pa, natapat pa na magpapasko.
Yes, Your Honor, may present po kami, pero kung makikita po ninyo dun sa aming pre-trial brief, meron po dong reservation.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Confidential pa daw po. The Honorable Attorney Power, rather, is recognized for your comment to the manifestation of Senator Lacson.
Thank you,
may
Mr.
proceed, sir.
Presiding Officer. Same comment actually with the prosecution, Your Honors. Meron din po kasi tayong mga reservations. So we will present when we feel necessary, Your Honors.
Sa ngayon nga, confidential pa din yung witness niya. Senator Erwin Tulfo is recognized for his availment of round 2. You may proceed, sir. You have 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Ms. Witness, ito pong transaksyon na 125, 4 times po yata ito. Tama po ba?
Tama po.
Alright. Hindi po ninyo na-report ito sa AMLAC?
Gaya po ng sabi ko po, na-invoke ko po yung AMLA rule, prohibiting us to disclose po any information regarding
No, I'm
that.
not saying na you have to disclose to us. Pero I'm saying, kailangan po bang i-report ito? Kasi ma'am, ayon po sa AMLAC law natin, covered po ang lahat po ng government transactions ng government agencies. Tama po ba? Do you
Opo.
agree to that? All right.
Yes po.
At saka, another thing, ito po ba ang transaksyon na ito ay nasa ilalim ng list of due and demandable accounts payable LDDAP? At saka, meron pa bang itong advice to debit account, ADA?
Meron po silang advice na nai-issue po yan.
Okay, pero nasa ilalim po ba ito ng LDDAP, yung list of due and demandable accounts
I
payable?
think agency na po ang pwedeng sumagot po regarding this.
Okay, all right. That's all, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Thank you, Senator Judge Erwin Tulfo. Senator Judge Risa Ontiveros for her second round. You may proceed, ma'am. When you're ready, you have 2 minutes.
Salamat po, Mr. Presiding Officer. Madam Witness, yung unusual pa rin, bago ibang tanong. Sinabi nyo kanina sa prosecution may cash-involved limit. Magkano po yung cash-involved limit?
Sa branch po
sa
namin.
branch ninyo?
Pwede ko bang hindi sagutin po yan for security?
All right. Then hindi ko itatanong yung follow-up question doon. Ito na lang. Sabi po ninyo, wala ang branch ninyo ng ganyang amount. Kung pwede nyo sabihin, magkano po ang halaga na meron ang branch nyo?
Yung malaki po kasi amount. So, in
Yes.
any given day po kasi, talagang wala po kaming branch. So, pwede ko po in average, kung ano lang po yung sa tingin namin na kasya po yung during the operational transactions po ng branch. for the
Magkano
day.
po yung average na yon sa branch nyo? Transactions for the day?
For us, mga ano po, maybe, mga 20M po.
20M. So ito pong 125 million ay times 6 po dun sa average na transaction sa branch nyo in a given day.
Opo.
Okay. And then, sabi nyo rin po kanina sa prosecution, kailangang tawagan ang cash center ninyo para i-transact yung amount. Magkano po yung floor ulit na halaga para kailangan yung tawagan ang cash center ninyo?
Any cash requirements naman po ay tinatawag namin sa cash center po namin for assistance.
Okay. Would you say anything above 20 million, kailangan kayong tumawag sa cash center?
Kahit po less than, basta po requirement po namin sa branch for that day, sa daily operations po namin.
And yung 125 million na yon ay lampas sa kaya ng branch nyo in that day?
Opo.
Okay. Kaya unusual ang sinabi nyo kanina
Opo.
sa prosecution.
Opo.
Okay po. In total, kalahating bilyong piso in cash ang winidraw ng Office of the Vice President sa branch ninyo. Sa experience nyo po, karaniwan rin po bang mag-withdraw ang isang ahensya ng ganyang halaga, kalahating bilyong piso, in cash, sa loob lamang ng 8 buwan?
Hindi ko po yun masasagot kasi yung agency po maybe ang dapat pong sumagot about it.
Oh, pero para sa branch po ninyo, naranasan nyo na po ba in the higit 3 dekadang nagtrabaho kayo sa Land Bank na merong alinmang ahensyang nag-withdraw ng ganyang halaga, kalahating bilyong piso in cash sa loob lamang ng less than 3/4 of a year?
Wala po ako ma-recall kasi mostly nga po ang sabi ko ay puro through online or ang transactions na po nila or cheque.
Okay. At bilang branch manager, sinigurado niyo po ba na otorisado talaga ni Vice President yung pag-withdraw ng kalahating bilyong piso?
Meron naman po kasi silang inisyong advice. So, binase naman po natin yung checking na inisyo kay Ms. Gina Costa na ito po ay may advice na po and funded.
Alright. So, batay dun sa issue advice ni Ms. Jean Acosta, yun na yung pagtitiyak nyo na otorisado ni VP yung pag-withdraw nitong kalahating bilyong piso in
Opo.
cash.
Opo.
Salamat po. Salamat, Mr. Presiding Officer. Last 2 questions if there's a final round. Salamat po.
Senator Judge Risa, Senator Judge Rafi Tulfo for his availment of round 2. You may proceed, sir, when you're ready. You have 2 minutes.
Madam Witness, how are government agency accounts being opened sa Land Bank? Ano yung proseso po?
Pakiulit po, sir.
Ano po yung proseso para yung isang government agency ay makapag-open ng account sa Land Bank?
Meron pong request na galing po sa kanila. At the same time po, meron din pong approval from the Bureau of Treasury na mag-open po sila ng account sa amin. So once approved na po ito, ay ma-open na po yung account sa Land Bank.
Very good. Now, sa kaso po ng OVP, sino po yung nag-open na account? Sino po yung pumunta sa bangko ninyo para i-open yung account ng OVP?
Ang alam ko po, nag-inquire po yung head po ng agency.
Huwag pong alam ko. Dapat sino po talaga? Sigurado dapat kayo.
Yung head po ng cash division.
Nila.
Opo.
Okay. Ano po yung mga presentang dokumento para magpapatunay na sila po authorized talaga na mag-open account on behalf of the OVP?
Gaya po na sabi ko nga po kanina, yung pong request nila na mag-open account, at the same time, yung approval po ng Bureau of Treasury na sila po ay allowed po mag-open ng account sa amin.
I don't know kung nasa niyo po yung question kanina. Sino po yung person na pumunta doon para magpresenta na ako'y from OBP at nagpakita ng dokumento at ako yung authorized person to represent the OBP for this account?
Yung head po ng cash division po ng OVP.
And what is her name again? Anong pangalan niya po?
Hindi ko na po ma-recall yung head po. Yung isa po kasi staff niya po yun,
Okay.
si Miss Queenie.
So pagdating niya po doon sa bangko, meron po siyang sigurado akong binabanggit ng mga taong point person na para pumunta sa bangko para mag-withdraw at sino yung mga signatories, etc. Tama?
Pakiulit po ang tanong, Your Honor.
Kasi po yung sa cash division, hindi mo na maalala ang pangalan ng tao ulit?
Yung head ng cash division, hindi ko na po ma-recall.
Okay, sige. Yung head ng cash division, pumunta doon ng open account. So, doon nagkakaroon na agad ng arrangement para sabihin sa inyo na ang pwede lang mag-withdraw ay si ganito at kasama si ganito.
Wala pong ganong arrangement.
Wala?
Wala pong ganon.
O dapat mayroong arrangement para malaman ninyo kung sino yung point person ng OBP para tumawag sa inyo at sino kayo nagde-designate ng point person to coordinate from the OBP to the Land Bank.
Yung po, sorry po, ang pagkaintindi ko po kung sino po yung inisyuhan nila ng cheque, ganun po ba?
No, sino yung taong nagsasabi sa Land Bank na ito lamang ang recognize namin na tumawag at the day of the withdrawal at ito lamang ang pwedeng pumirma sa cheque, etc., etc. There has to be one person.
As to authorized signatories po, aware naman po yung agency kung sino po yung mga authorized pumirma. Ngayon po, kung sino po yung...
No, sorry. You're listening but you're not hearing me. Sino po yung tao na nagsabi sa Land Bank na, hey, Land Bank, ito lamang mga tao ang pwedeng kumontak sa inyo, ang pwedeng mag-withdraw, period. Sino yon?
Ang pagkakalam ko po, yun pong sina Asik Ortonio po.
Sina
Tsaka
Asik?
po sila po kasi yung officers po ng
So did they
OVP.
go personally sa Land Bank or through telephone lamang?
Sa pagkakaalala ko po, meron po silang written communication po
So how
sa
did you
amin.
know na sila talaga yun nasa written communication?
Nag-represent po sila ng mga IDs nila. Yung doon po sa pagkakaalala ko
So
po.
they went to Land Bank personally?
Yes.
And then they presented documents to prove that they are that person?
Opo.
And
Kasi,
Go ahead.
sorry po, pwede pong mag-butt
Go ahead,
in.
ma'am.
Bali po doon, sa pagkakaalala ko po, sa binibigyan ng dokumento, meron na rin pong photocopy ng mga IDs po nila.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Witness.
Thank you, Senator Judge Tulfo. Senator Judge Pangilinan is recognized for his round 2 availment. You may proceed, sir, when you're ready. You have 2 minutes.
Thank you. Yung cheque na winidraw o pinisenta sa inyo, December 20, 2022, tama? Ang date?
Opo, December 20,
At-
2022.
Kinuha yung pera on the same day, December 20.
Opo.
So, kung sabi nyo kanina, unusual yung malaking halaga. Unusual din, o usual ba yun? Yung ganung halaga, same day naka-date, same day din i-withdraw? Ganon?
Bali nga po,
Mabilis ba yun?
may prior notice po sila, ang agency, na meron silang magkakaroon po sila ng ganong encashment. So as to
2 days before?
Opo. So, yung pong December naman po kasi, pwede naman po nilang gawin yun on the same day. Kasi po, pag December, merong regulation naman po ang Bureau of Treasury. Kapag po December, hindi na po natin siya inihintay ang 24 hours or to 48 hours na ano po.
Yes, so
na
but if
grace
you
period.
combine both, the huge amount, which is unusual, and the same day dated check
Transaction.
and the same day withdrawal, is that usual?
So, tingin ko naman po, usual naman po siya.
So the only thing unusual is that it is a huge amount, which you've never experienced in your
Yes,
32
Your Honor.
years.
Opo.
Okay. And so tinatawag sa'yo 2 days before kahit hindi pa handa yung cheque, in other words. No?
Hindi ko na lang po alam
kasi
sa
2
side
days,
nila. Opo.
2 days before, oh yeah, pero posible no, na 2 days before, December 18, 17, hindi pa nahahanda yung cheque, pero ihahanda nila, pininotify na kayo.
Opo.
Okay. Maraming salamat. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Judge Pangilinan. Senator Judge Ontiveros, for the final round, for your last 2 questions, I believe, or no more? No more? If there are no other interventions or interjections from the Senator Judges, the presiding officer would like to excuse you already. Ma'am Violeta Constantino. Thank you very much, ma'am, for your time. Salamat po sa inyong kooperasyon. Magandang umaga po. Mananghalian po muna kayo dyan bago kayo umuwi. Yes, Senator Judge Pangilinan.
Quick manifestation because I'm receiving a few text messages.
The
about,
gentleman may proceed.
Thank you. About the non-disclosure by covered transactions. We just have to distinguish, para sa interest lang ng mga nagtatanong, ang covered institutions na hindi pwede mag-disclose ang mga bangko ng AMLA records. Pero ang AMLA mismo, hindi siya, at least the position of the impeachment court, is not covered by the confidentiality of records.
That was what the
clarifies.
chair said earlier, and that was
Yes.
contained in the ruling of the court.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Presiding.
Thank you. With the permission of the parties, it's 11:42, so that we cut clean. We can pause for lunch and resume at 12:15 for a 30-minute lunch break.
Your Honor, before anything, just a quick manifestation, Your Honor. Your Honor, if I may be
Counsel
recognized.
for respondent is recognized.
Mukhang naiwan po yata ng witness natin itong certification. If I may just turn it over.
Yes. Kindly give it to the counsel to the panel of
Your
prosecutors.
Honor, may
and to
we
the
know what
witness.
is the content of the
Yes.
document? Thank you.
Based on popular request, 12:30 then. We resume at 12:30 for the next witness of the prosecution in the person of Ms. Nenita Camposano.
That's okay with us, Your Honor.
Counsel, from the panel of prosecutors, that's okay?
Yes, that's okay with us, Your Honor.
Then we shall go on recess and shall resume at 12:30.